Hi, Kira Lescu here. Have you ever felt stressed or overwhelmed during your workday or your daily life? Would you like to be able to relax on demand? When things are really difficult in our life, that can seem like an impossible task, but it is possible. So in today's video, I'm going to show you why relaxation in an action is both important and possible, and show you how you can add relaxation to your busy life in 5 minutes or less. So stay tuned. So why does relaxation fall under the category of meditating, when we define meditating as developing the ability to focus and concentrate? Well, first of all, for the majority of us, even though relaxation is our natural state, most of us aren't there a lot of the time, and certainly not all of the time. And bringing awareness to that can actually help us be more relaxed. Another reason why developing relaxation throughout your day is important is earlier when we were talking about, the different brain states and your brain chemistry and your emotional state and how that affects you mentally and physically. Relaxation, when you're there, you're much more likely to be in that alpha brain state or low beta, where you can get the best results out of your life. The other thing is that, which we totally underestimate, a lot of us in our society, is it just feels better. Being relaxed feels better than being stressed. And really that should be reason enough. But a lot of us have come to feel that pushing ourselves, pushing our limits, and being more makes us more valuable. And I'm all for pushing your limits. I mean, I love doing that. I love to grow as a person. I'm very creative. I like to grow businesses. I like to grow myself, and that can be stressful. But one of my favorite quotes, which is my own, is the event is the event, but the stress is optional. So you can really push yourself in your life to do a lot of things, but you can do it in a way that's totally calm and relaxed. So some things that can bring us into relaxation. The first one, I'm going to be going back to one of my earlier videos, is breathing. So if you have time right now, just do the little quick breathing with me. Inhale, exhale, drop your arms. Inhale, exhale, drop your arms. And one more time, just for fun. Inhale, exhale, drop your arms. So anytime that we can increase our oxygen intake, whether it's by doing something consciously, like I just did the breathing, or by doing any kind of exercise that's somewhat aerobic in nature that elevates your breathing, as long as you're doing it from relaxation, it will create that relaxation in your whole body. The reason why I add that caveat is that we can exercise and make ourselves more tense. A lot of people don't do that. They tend to loosen up. They tend to let go of things when they exercise, but just be aware that if you are exercising, you do that. A few other things that you can really do to bring on relaxation, and one of them that's really important is posture. So a lot of people, you'll notice if they're in a lower mental state, depressed, angry, anxiety, we hunch our forward shoulders and we close this area of our body, which is where the relaxation response is when we breathe. So from the side, we're hunched forward. So if you can see, this is driving a car. This is working at a computer. This is working at a desk. You want to open your shoulders up, let your shoulders drop and relax down your back. And what this does is it frees up your lower lungs to breathe, but it also sends a message to your nervous system that things are okay. When we're like this, the message that our nervous system is getting from our biochemistry is that go into fear. When we open our shoulders up and we relax them down our back to the best of our ability, the message that your nervous system is sending your body is things are okay, or they're even better than okay. So that's tip number one. The next tip is that be mindful during the day of, are you breathing and what's my body posture? And set up a little trigger for yourself. So something that you do regularly. So if you're a person that does a lot of driving, then every time you get in and out of your vehicle, whatever that is, pay attention. What's my breathing like? Am I relaxed? And what's my posture? If you work in an office and you get up and down from your desk a lot, just put a little note on your desk. Am I relaxed? And every time you get up, ask yourself, oh, what's my body posture? Am I relaxed? When you sit down, what's my body posture? Am I relaxed? Other things you can do if you want, you can use the, like I suggested earlier, for the timer for breathing. When you're doing that, you can ask yourself, I'm breathing, am I relaxed? Other things you can do going into a meeting, going out of a meeting, anything during the day. You can even pick something in your office. Every time you look at it, you can ask yourself, am I relaxed? So I was doing this, I ran a large factory, so I had about 30,000 square feet. And every time I walked by a particular piece of equipment, and we had 3 of them in our factory, so it was kind of like any time I was in 1/3 of the factory, I could see, for the most part, one of these pieces of equipment. Every time I would look at it, I would ask myself, am I relaxed? And most of the time I wasn't, because most of the time I was out in the factory, it was because there was a problem, either, whatever was going on. So even though the event is the event, the stress is optional, but we need to train ourselves for that. Hope this really helps. I'm going to be doing more stuff on relaxation. Relaxation's super important in developing our mindfulness, and it's a really, really easy way that we can become more present in our lives, but also really reduce that perception of stress. Have a great day, and I look forward to seeing you on future videos. Check out my website, kiralescu.com, for a download on easy mindfulness and action techniques.